Hello, comrades! Welcome back to Foundation and to the beautiful Bob's Ledge. This is pretty much my favorite thing that I do these days, so I'm really happy that there's still a couple views on every video. So yeah, thank you for watching, I guess. So last time what we did was we discovered some of this stuff. We sort of played around with it and found out that it looks really good, which kind of ties into what we're going to be doing today. And I also messed around with some hedges. I did this after I stopped the recording, I made it a little bit nicer and I put a hedge here instead of that forbidden ground. I don't know, I keep just being stressed about those, so don't hold that against me. It's the only thing I did while I wasn't recording, I think. But yeah, so today what we're going to be doing is kind of, I think, gonna really transform what this looks like, because we're going to be adding a wall all around this island, but not just a wall. We're going to try to make it look nice. We're going to try to do what we did over by the triple bridge and have it sort of mesh well in a sort of city type situation. I think it's going to look really great. We're obviously going to have to sacrifice these dudes unless it's possible to just pull a wall through and they'll just ignore it, but I doubt it. But I think it'll be good because we do have some space here for more fisheries. But yeah, I just wanted to do that. Plus, another thing that we can do is we can extend this island. We can extend this island by using some bridges. I was thinking we might drop a bridge over here and one over here, and then possibly do something over here. I don't know, maybe we'll leave that for next time, but I figured as long as we're putting a wall around, we might as well also figure out where we're going to be putting our bridges. I don't think we need to put another one here, although we could if we wanted to put one here. But I think it's going to be fine without. I think that's actually going to work out because we do have the triple bridge here, and then we can have one bridge over here. That's going to look kind of nice on this island, you know, two bridges in that direction, two bridges in that direction. And I think that's going to be good. So that's going to be one thing that we're going to do. That's going to be the main thing of this video. But before we get to that, I did want to actually take care of all of these newcomers, because last game we had 1,000,000 people move in. It's insane. It's 1,000,000 people again, and I don't know where to put them. And they're all in like 2 density houses, so I figured we would make it look nice, we would add a market, we would make it all lovely, and then we wouldn't have to worry about houses for a while. Plus, they're going to bring in some more cash. So that's going to be another thing that we're going to be doing. And this is, I have a specific note not to forget this. This tiny house is constantly unhappy because it lives next to industry stuff and it doesn't want to upgrade. And by Jove, I will get their desirability to be high if it's the last thing I do. So that's also going to be something that we're going to be tackling today. We're just going to be making these people feel as nice as they can, just out of principle. I was thinking before that maybe I should just delete them and replace this with a granary for fish, but no, this is just complete nonsense with no reason. I just want these people to be happy. I just want them to be happy, and I will do everything in my power to just up this. And I know it'll look so ugly and so out of place because it's so, everything is so dirty, like it's all dirt stuff instead of trees. I'm just gonna do my best to make these people level up if it's the last thing I do. So yeah, that's kind of those are my plans. Those are my plans. Those are my plans, really. I'm really happy that we've got berries now, and look at these fish. I just think this doesn't look too nice, but you know, what do I know? But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna start with this. I've decided we're gonna start over here, and we definitely want to move this granary a little bit closer now that everything's kind of fleshed out. I think this granary could just be here by the shore, and then it'll be a bit more accessible to all these fish doodles. And then I was thinking we would put a market in here, a church. I want to put a rustic church, not a churchy church, because Hello, recording Lulling. This is editing Lulling. I'm sorry, but you talk so slowly and this takes so long that I'm just gonna overlay the speed up over you talking, and that way it's gonna be faster. Because rustic churches are way less expensive. Sorry, someone's talking outside. It's distracting. Yeah, rustic churches have way lower maintenance, and I know that they also have way smaller desirability circles. So if you like look at the expensive church, you can see it's got a huge desirability circle. But if you look at the cheap church, really tiny. But their maintenances are super low. Yeah, I've decided it's gonna be rustic church. All right. So because this will take a while, let's go into the speed up. Let's go into the speed up. All right. While this builds, we can take care of some other decorations around town. Also, before anyone gets on my case, I am aware that all churches should be facing the same direction. It is a thing. I think at least it's a thing everywhere. It's a thing here that churches generally have to face the same direction, but I don't care. I want it to look nice here, so I made it like this. And my churches have no consistency. Alright, so here we are for now. This looks good, I think. It's a little bit roady. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do with the backs here, because we definitely have a bunch of stuff that we a lot of space that we could use to make some kind of garden situation or something. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with this. I did change the tents because this is a bit downhill and the red ones didn't look as nice, so I just replaced them with these ones because they have sloped roofs, so I figured it wouldn't be as noticeable. Right, so let's put down some stalls. Stalls. You could say that I'm... Nope, not gonna make that joke. Alright, I could put down a good stall sign. And a food stall sign. And then some barrels here. Maybe a little bench. Maybe some benches by the thing. It's a shame people don't really sit down on the benches. I think that would be really cool to see if the benches were actually used for sitting, not just for looking at. Cut the benches in the back. We'll see what we'll do with the back. I really like, I'm definitely getting a lot out of these fountains. I really like decorating, and I don't think that there's enough right now in the game. There's enough things. So I hope that in the future they will add stuff. I said before that I really like the idea of adding some statues and, I don't know, other stuff. Other stuff. Just give me anything. Any stuff is good. What's this? Oh, it's a house. Alright, so we're gonna do some trees. Okay. Well, I got a bit carried away there with the decorating. Some of it's a bit silly, like this sudden D. But you know, I tried my best. I can't say that. I tried something to make things look a little bit better, I guess, and to get everybody to upgrade. So that's good. That's a good thing. And we have set up the market here, so we can set up some things to buy or sell. I think we're gonna do double fish in this neck of the woods, since we have that gigantic fishery. And this. And I think this is fine. This is good what we've done here. And we could actually probably build another granary here for everything other than fish, since we have the one below just for fish and stuff. Maybe if we turn it that way, it will look sort of like it's part of the warehouse. I don't know. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with what's transpired here. This is a bit too much of an open space. I'm still not sure what I want to do in the back here. Maybe we can. Does this have like a fence? Yeah, it does. Maybe we'll make a fence. Maybe we'll make a little fence. And then in the fence can be my neighbor. Da, 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 da. Alright, so there's a little fence. Now we can put stuff in the fence, maybe some bushes or something. Yeah, I think that looks good, or will look good once it's done. Hopefully people will be able to access all the stalls and stuff. I don't think anyone's complained yet. Oh, maybe because we haven't assigned anyone. Let's assign some villagers. It's really weird that all of these are like density 1 buildings. I don't know why they haven't expanded when their surroundings improved. That is something strange, but maybe they'll expand once there's more newcomers. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yes. I think this is sufficiently improved. I'm pretty happy with this situation here. So, the last thing I wanted to do before we move on is upgrade these people. And I'm pretty certain we're not gonna need a speed up to achieve that. Because I'm gonna do a couple things. I'm gonna move this stonecutter camp. I already saw earlier where I want to move it. Want to move it up here where it's not close to anybody alive. And then I'm also just gonna I'm gonna turn this hedge line into a hedge maze. No. Oh, that would be cool. I need to make a hedge maze. Damn. No, I'm just gonna make it into this kind of stupid... You'll see why it's stupid in a second. It's literally just a million decorative bushes. And if that doesn't upgrade them, then I don't know what will. We're gonna have to make the cypresses as well, because otherwise it's gonna look weird if they're just on one end. This is gonna be the dumbest looking thing. Alright, well, I'm happy that we managed to upgrade this building, even though it was absolutely pointless. Now let's move on to the main event of the day, which is upgrading this place and surrounding it with walls. That's the idea. Surrounding it with walls, adding those two bridges, making everything look cool. I'm very excited to get going with this. So I have a couple ideas. First, I'm just gonna sort of outline the wall, then I'm gonna punch some holes in it for the two bridges that I'm planning to build. Alright, so obviously right now this doesn't look like much yet, because we do want to add some buildings and stuff to really make the walls feel like proper city walls that were used, that, you know, were built basically people would kind of almost live in the walls. Especially if they were like inner city walls, because they wouldn't be constantly sort of walked in, or rather the people that lived in them would probably be the people that were you know, sort of tasked with guarding the walls. Alright, let's get to some more business of upgrading everything, making it look good. Let's get to it. I'm really pleased with this tavern situation. I didn't think I would be. I'm still not sure about that bridge thing. I think I should have started with the bridge in mind. But I completely forgot that that's a feature of the tavern. So, yeah, but we'll see how it goes. And I'm still not sure what I'm gonna put here. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. This corner kind of lends itself to a lot of different stuff, but I'm not really sure what. So give me a moment and let's find out. Alright, so we are finally done with all the upgrades. It definitely looks like something. I'm really happy with this bit. This is the bit that I'm happiest with. Even though it's a bit of a mess, but that I feel like it's meant to be a mess. It's that like, ooh, it's the tavern, and it's got bits sticking out, but everywhere's got a few bits sticking out because I feel like that's how walls are. There's some things that I'm not super pleased by, some things that can't really be, this density is really great when it's simulated on the edges, but in the middle of town you've still not got like a lot of density, which is a bit sad. So everything's still a bit spread out. So I could deal with that by adding a ton of like gardens and stuff, which I might in the future, but this has taken so long. And it is through 100% my own fault, because while I was building, I was just idly promoting everyone, and I promoted them to the highest possible rank, which made everybody unhappy. People started leaving. It was terrible. Nobody wanted to be in town anymore. It was just a mess. So yeah, we're now recovering from a completely Lelling inflicted crisis, which is great. And we have a tremendous shortage of clothes. Nobody has clothes. So yeah, it's a huge problem, which is great, because then it gives us something to do next time. But yeah, I'm gonna call this a tentative success. I think it looks kind of cool. I don't know. I think it looks alright. And there's definitely some things that I would have wanted to do differently. I still really like the most. I like this corner and this corner. Those are the two corners that I like. The rest is kind of okay. It's okay. I do like this idea of there being buildings next to the bridge. That's generally a thing that the oh no, we didn't send thing. There's generally a thing that there were like a bridge would have houses on both ends. So I do like this. And it might be something to repeat on this end, possibly. And also, what's the other thing I was gonna say? I was gonna say something, but it's gone now. Yeah, so I do like this bit. It's like a very, like, ooh, everything just kind of strewn about. I think that looks really cool. That doesn't look very cool. But yeah. Oh, you know what I don't really like? This. I don't like this. Whatever this is that's going on here, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. But that's all stuff for another time. I'm really happy with how it turned out, given that I've never tried to do something like this, like to try to incorporate walls into stuff. So hopefully you'll like it too. Oh no, that villager didn't like it. I've been getting this message all the time. I think I'm just gonna do a time skip. I mean, not even a speed through, but just literally a cut, because I was just waiting for this to be done because it was so terrible. We ran out of tools, we ran out of money, we ran out of everything. It was terrible. So yeah, I guess lesson learned. Definitely lesson learned in terms of don't just promote everybody, it's not a good idea. But yeah, hopefully this is something that you enjoyed. Not just this that I pointed out with my cursor, but this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had fun making it. And now I am going to go to sleep. And you should too. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.